All right, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to start off first by giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honor to my teachers, the head elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessing, and citations into the hopeful elect. And I want to do another quick lesson going into basically about the importance of something and how if something is important to you or if it matters to you, if you cared about it, if you had care for it, like real care, a whole lot of care for something, you'll fight for it. You won't just give it up easily. For example, let's say, I'm putting in a carnal term, let's say a relationship or whatever. Let's say somebody don't want to be with, let's say I don't want to be with this female no more. If the relationship is important, let's say I tell a female I don't want to be with them no more. If the relationship is important to her, if it means a whole lot to her, if she has some type of sentimental value to it, if it holds some type of sentimental weight into her, she's going to fight for it. If she really cares about that relationship, if she really loves you, if she really, don't want that relationship to end and it's important to her, then she's going to fight for it. She's going to fight to keep that relationship going, and that's just with anything. You're going to fight. If you really care about something, if something is important to you, and if it matters to you, if it has some type of sentimental value within in your heart, then you're going to fight for it. If something is important to you, you will fight for it. I'll put another example. Let's say a job. You know how these retards out here, how they love being slaves. I'm speaking about you Israelites out there, man, straight up. How these two-third ass niggas, they love being slaves out here. But let's say a nigga, he loves his job. Let's say a nigga, he just love his job. He love working where you work. He love his job. He love doing what he do. Let's say that job is about to go out of business. What is that person going to do? That person going to fight to keep that job. Or let's say that person is about to lose that job. What is he going to do? Fight to keep it. All right? But, just bringing that out, just bringing out just a few examples on if something is important to somebody, they're going to fight for it. Right? If something means something a lot, if something means a lot to you, whatever it may be, whatever it may be, you're going to fight for it, man. And we're fighting for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Why? Because Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is important to us. We don't want to just, we don't want anything to happen to where, for whatever reason, we're not doing his will no more. For whatever reason, we're not being about his business, For whatever reason, we don't show him that same type of love and fear that we once, showed, before. All right? But, nevertheless, man, Yahweh Bahashem Shah means everything to us. That's why we're fighting for, to push this word, and we're fighting to keep striving, towards Yahweh Bahashem Shah, man. No, that's why you see brothers, man. Brothers are strong, man. That's why no matter what brothers go through, man, we never give up. As far as this ministry, we never turn our back on this ministry. We never give up. No matter how much hell we catch, no matter how much adversity we're catching, no matter how much, no matter how much shit we're going through, no matter what's on our plate, we keep striving, We keep striving on this journey, man, straight up. We keep on with our journey towards Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Why? Because this is important to us, man. This truth, this ministry, his word, him, it's just important. Everything about this truth, everything about him and his words. And when I say him, I mean the Heavenly Father. Through his only begotten Son. I mean Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, the powers that be. They just mean so much to us, man. That's why we Hey, that's why you see brothers, man. We do this work. We about our Father's business. We about our Power's business because we love them. They're important to us. Doing this work, this ministry, that's why we're dedicated to this ministry. Because this ministry is important to us. That's why we're dedicated to it. Yeah, that's another thing. If something is important to you, or if you love something, you're going to be dedicated to it. For example, this a nigga that just loves basketball, a nigga who think basketball is the most important thing to him, right? Or a nigga that think like a nigga like Kobe Bryant, basketball was probably the most important thing, at one point in time. Basketball was the most important thing in his life, right? So he was He was dedicated to it. He was, he strived to be the greatest at it, because he really loved basketball. Basketball was important to him, right? So he was dedicated to it. He was fighting to be the greatest. He was fighting to better himself. He was fighting to become better at the sport that he loved. He was fighting just, to be, again, the greatest at what, what he loved. And he was dedicated to it. Countless hours in the gym, countless practice. When you put in countless hours into something, that means you're dedicated to it wholeheartedly. You working on a project, and you work on a project damn every day, every night. You work on a project 24/7, 7 days a week. You constantly working on that project, constantly just, you're dedicated to it. You're building something. You're constantly, you're every day you're working on it. It's because you're dedicated to it. You're working on a car, fixing the car. You're building a car every day. You're working on it. That's because it's important to you, and you're dedicated to your job. So that's what it's about, man. Being dedicated to the ministry, being dedicated to Yahweh Shema Shah. And if this truth had any importance in you, if the word of Yahweh Shema Shah has place within you, then you're going to be dedicated to it. If this place has some type of if this truth has some type of sentiment, if it has, if it has sentimental value to you, in your heart, that means it's important to you. This ministry, this truth, the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shah, right? Their words, their work, their ministry. If it's on your mind 24/7, that means you're dedicated to it. That means it's important to you. If it's just something that you just want to be a part of 24/7, something that you just can't get enough of, you just love it, and you're all about it. You continuously, you're dedicated to it. It's because it's important to you. When something is important to you, you become dedicated to it, and we're dedicated to this truth. We're dedicated to serving Yahweh Shema Shah. Why? Because serving Yahweh Bahashim Shah is very important to us. Very. All right? Enough with the rambling. Only got a couple precepts. But the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19, it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth.